And we're back here on the Rover. I've got the brace there cut off finally. Bit of a bear. You can see how twisted up all of this is. Should be laying flat. Long ways from there. And so it looks like when this was hit, this is all kind of folded in at one time. This was all kicked in like that. And it's kinked it throughout here, there, it's bent there, you can see the paint's gone, and it's pretty mangled. It looks, this has been rudely kind of beat out of the way to kind of just make it go away. And there's some, it's all wrinkly in here, so I'm going to try and straighten this up the best we can. That's pretty nasty in there, I don't know. We'll do what we can to get that a little better. And down here, pretty ferocious wrinkle in it there. Bent here, this is it's got a kind of a kink in it there. This is just a mangled mess up here. Don't really know what's happened there. It's all buckled and whatnot. Look in here, we can see just how much that is bent in there. So really not very easy to get that out without taking this off. Also remembering that this is extremely thick here. This is very heavy. The car didn't fit well at this corner, and this is why. And you can kind of, they'd obviously gotten it sort of half-ass close, and then that was as far as they took it. So if we really want this to ever look like anything, this will all have to be repaired properly and then refitted. And there's probably going to be problems with the fender here, because you don't do this much damage and not affect the fender and stuff. So even though it looked like the fender was fairly well repaired, a lot of times the actual, it all looks good until you put all the pieces together and the gaps are funny. So we'll start by fixing all the pieces individually. Then we're going to put it all together and mock it up once it's back on its wheels. And then I'm almost certain we're going to have more problems then. And again, it wasn't terrible, but when you could see that the other side looked very nice and the fit was very good, and this side just never looked right. I think the first thing we'll do is we'll hammer that flange. We'll hammer all this flat, and then we'll start on this kink here, this little nasty area here and here, and then we'll work our way forward. It's just a great example of how this would have been literally impossible to fix any other way, but when you take that box section off, it becomes actually very simple. Having said that, let's see if we actually can fix it. After just a couple of minutes there, nice and flat. It's almost possible to see. So the trouble we have is from here back it's all boxed in, so we can really only repair up here. The good news is that most of the damage, of course, is ahead of here, because if the thing has a choice, it's going to collapse at the weak point, which would be right there. Okay, I'm going to give that a little bit of just a plain old hammer and dolly work now. See, by beating this ridge back out, this big kink here is actually kind of half gone away on its own without me even hitting it. Well, little puppy, so it's time to get back at this here. Okay, well, we're a few minutes into this now, and not doing too bad. So you see, when we pull back a little bit, we can see the damage is just kind of all through here. consistent with getting hammed pretty hard on the right front here. Well, I shouldn't even say very hard, because the damage literally does not go past here. If we look in here, as soon as we get to that boxed area there where you see I've got it bolted, as soon as we get there, everything is clean. There's not even any evidence that that was repaired at any point. So I'm just going to keep repairing this apron. Okay, we've gotten that a lot better here. It looks like there was some little weld done there, so I'll have to clean that off. I don't know what that is. It's not really important, but this line here has been reestablished, at least until everything goes sideways right about here. To illustrate how pushed that was, we line up this jig hole there. We line those up. Look at what we're left with here. You can see it's easily at least 1/8 of an inch off there. And that is because we have put the length back in it here, but not here yet. So what we're seeing there is really just showing us how bent this is. That is getting better there. And then there's this here, another situation where that has literally been just folded over on itself and kind of attempted to pound it flat. One of the worst things that you deal with in this kind of thing is old repairs. You know, if the original damage was still there, we'd have a lot better chance of seeing exactly how things used to look. But now we're dealing with damage that is actually, you know, the damage is the repair. So anyhow, I'm going to reference this side, which is pretty close to excellent condition here. So that little area there, it'll give us some idea what this is supposed to look like. And, you know, we'll work our way through it. Yes, I know that you don't want me to work on this, but that's what I'm doing. Nope. Turned out not bad. So basically, yeah, just took all the big kinks out of it, and that should be fine. The most important thing for making stuff fit was getting this flattened out again, and that's really nice and flat now. And maybe I'll end up putting a little putty in here. Just, I think you might see the first few inches of this. I don't know, maybe not. So there was some kinks here that were never fixed the first time. There was a bracket here, so I took that off and hammered that flat. Just hammered that out, just hammering, whatever. And all looking pretty good. The only real trouble spot that I'm not going to fix is right here. You can see it must have torn when they pulled it, and they've gas welded it back up. But that's, you know, that's fine. I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, well, we're pretty close there. I'll leave the fine tuning for when we actually get the welder out. But I'm content with that. This flange is now square again, and the holes, jig holes are lining up, and whatever, right? And we're back square on this side. So it's now back to its, more or less anyway, to its original shape. So we'll leave it there for today. And I'd really like to fit the grill in this hole before I get too carried away. But I guess I can't do that with the car on the rotisserie. So at this point we are going to, I might put a couple of tacks in this just to get it out of the way, but I might leave it until the car's on the ground to finish it. We'll see, because I do have to paint the bottom of the car, and if we're painting the bottom of the car, we're probably painting all in here, and if we're doing that, that means this should be on. So I'll just take a few measurements, and if I'm confident that it'll be okay, then maybe we'll just finish it up tomorrow and get ready, get on the bottom of the car and get it painted. Gotta get this thing done. Kind of forget when you take on a restoration like this that you're going to be redoing every bit of work that's ever been done to the car, both mechanical and body. I mean, there was the door skin, right? That was collision repair that we ended up making a new door skin. Pushing the post back, that was never done properly. You know, the apron, now we'll have to be refitting the fender. We'll have to be probably redoing the bodywork on the fender. Essentially redoing every repair that was ever done to the car, starting from scratch. In a lot of ways, better off to just buy one that's still all dented up than one that somebody has tried to fix. But we didn't have a lot of choice. P5 Rovers in Canada, basically non-existent. So we did very well to find one this good, frankly. I'm very happy with it overall, but just doesn't take very long. 2 or 3 old repairs and, you know, you're in it for several more weeks. You're doing all those repairs again, plus all the damage that the improper repairs have done, which almost always make it worse than if they had never been touched. That should actually clean up pretty well. Happy to be moving past that, and now that the rust repair is almost completely finished, we'll man, just a lot of grunt work now. So much grunt work. I was mentioning earlier about painting my Honda 750s, and I've been gathering up these bodywork pieces for a while and trying to get them ready for primer, and then I didn't really realize how rough some of this stuff was. This is from a crashed bike, and you can see it's pretty bad damage there, and also that big crease there is not supposed to be there. So I'm not really sure how we're going to do this, but I have one little idea. So I'm hoping, see this very heavy duty piece of tube here, if we use this as a kind of a dolly, and maybe if we hit on there, some of that will come out, and maybe the same here. So let's give that a go. Then we got to get these reflectors off. These are notoriously delicate and rusted on there. So we'll see how it goes here. That worked surprisingly well. Let's have a look at the other side. Okay, so there's supposed to be a pretty obvious indentation there. Quite a bit closer. Let's see what happens here. That's about got it, really. Don't want to get too fancy. This one also damaged. Okay, I'm feeling a little better. Trying to put enough bodywork together. I want to paint 2 complete sets of bodywork for my 2 750s. One's a 71, one's a 72. One of the more delicate parts of these bikes is these side covers, and more often than not they're broken or they've been repaired multiple times. I know these are available now, but I'm kind of a whatever's in the room is what's getting used kind of guy, so I'm going to endeavor to repair these. This is very typical of the types of repairs that were done back in the day, but as you can see, fiberglass polyester resin doesn't really stick to this stuff very well, and so everywhere that it was repaired, it probably broke again very soon after. This one was good. I remember breaking that, so that was me. Oops, this was a very kind donation. And this one is very good, but it is cracked here, so we're gonna have to take care of that. So I got 3 broken ones, and I got 1 good one, which I've already scuffed here. And I've got this headlight bucket, also from the crashed bike, quite badly broken as well, so I guess I better be dealing with that. So first thing I'm going to do is pull these pull all the emblems off so that we're not barking that stuff up, and then we'll get started on what I've found to be a very effective repair. This is the same kind of technique I use for fixing plastic bumpers on cars when they've been damaged, and this has served me well over many years of kind of used car lot scab and dash kind of stuff. This is not concourse stuff, but it is a permanent repair that is not going to crack again just the very next time you pull on it. Mostly what happens to these is they get damaged just trying to remove them. You can see they just push into rubbers there, and they get brittle, and the rubbers dry out, and so they get very difficult to pull off. And then if you pull on them even slightly too hard, they just shatter. So you can see it's very common failure with these things. They just break any chance they get. So let me pull these emblems off, and then we'll have a closer look. Right, boo-boo? No, you're stuck here with me, sorry. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rough it up about a 3/4 of an inch on either side of the crack. You can see it there. So I'm just going to do that with some 36 grit or 50 grit or 8, something fairly coarse. Rough that up here. I'm going to have to dig all this fiberglass off because it just doesn't stick to this stuff very well. And you can see that one is cracked again, and so is this one, so that one won't be far behind. So we'll just rough that up, and then we'll get to the repair. Okay, I've got my damage kind of ground out. I've V'd it out very slightly there, and just tried to get it clean inside there. Not too worried about the outside, but I have kind of very lightly cleaned it off here. And the next trick is take some 20 gauge steel and cut it into strips that are about the right length for your repairs. So I got one bad long one there, and then a few kind of about like that. They don't have to be exact, but you know, close enough. Grind the side so the two ground sides will be together. And the important part of this is we got to bend these to fit pretty nicely on there. So that'll be next. So I'm just gonna literally just kind of bend those to fit. So let's give that a go. Okay. You can see that's not really that much of a skill tester. So we'll just get it close. It's really all this is about is making sure that this little area where the crack is now trying to make it the least flexible and strongest part of the thing, rather than because if you just glue this, it's just gonna crack again. So what we want to do is just reinforce it to the point where it's definitely, the thing would rather break anywhere except here. So just overkill is the name of the game with this, and this is the same. I've done this with plastic bumpers for light collision repair where they got punched, and if you just try gluing them, and by the time you get it back on the car, it cracks again. If you do it this way, then you can crash that bumper and it'll crack anywhere except where you've done this. Okay, next thing, get these guys off of here. We're going to spray some adhesion promoter. Same thing you would use for painting plastic parts. It's actually pretty handy for gluing them. So it's just a commercial rattle can stuff. There's a DuPont version of it, lots of different versions. It's nasty stuff, but it seems to work very well. So just because these plastics tend to be very waxy and nothing wants to stick to them, this stuff makes quite a difference. So we'll give that a go, and then we're gonna let it dry and we'll mix up some glue. The glue that I use for this is just a commercial urethane adhesive. They make an epoxy version of this as well, and this is the fast, what does it say, you got about 3 minutes to play with it, and then half an hour before it's kind of finished. So anyhow, there's all different brands. I don't really differentiate. This was the house brand, I think, at the Napa. Anyway, good stuff. Use it if you do any amount of collision. You've used lots of this. Again, the idea here is overkill. Just make the damaged part from the weakest part of the thing to being the strongest part of it. The other thing is, if you're just careful with it from now on, you shouldn't have any more trouble. There you have it. And once that's repaired on the outside, again, if you're concerned about what the inside of it looks like, this is not your baby. You know, if you're building a concours bike, there's, you know, you can just buy this stuff. But in the interest of being a cheap bastard, there's the repair there. And this is serving to, the crack was so big and so long that the thing was kind of flopping open, wouldn't stay lined up. So I pulled the whole thing together with some tape and then put the glue on, and it seems to have worked very well. So this one here, the vice grip is kind of holding the two sides of the crack, or a bit kind of like that, so it's holding it like that. And yeah, again, not meant to be pretty, but I've never had one come apart, and the trick now is bridging the repair so that won't come off either. And there's a trick to that, which we will get into next. But this has to stay to dry for a bit, so we'll pick this up in a minute here. Okay, it's the next afternoon. The glue's all hardened up. You can see, again, not designed to look good from the back. But, so I've just sanded the paint off here, but not all of it. You can see that's the color of the actual plastic. So all the rest is on here. It looks like factory paint there, and then looks like some epoxy primer or something. So the trick with repairing this type of plastic with fiberglass is that I'm not trying to get the kitty hair fiberglass to stick to that plastic. I mean, I'd like it to, but I've gone and sprayed just the plastic areas here with adhesion promoter. Here we've just sanded the paint on around the repairs, and here around the repairs. So the trick to this whole thing is that you're going to put your fiberglass out onto the paint and try to work on top of that, because if you're trying to feather filler off of this plastic, it's going to keep peeling back. So the idea is to kind of bridge this whole area here. And it sounds like it's going to look like shit, but it actually, if we do it thin and carefully, we should get away with it. So I'll mix up some of that now, and we'll have a go with that. Same here, I've just left the damage alone, right, nice and strong, and we're going to do the repair all the way out to here. And I think, despite how horrifying it sounds, I think you guys will get a kick out of how well it works. What? There's a very excited dog here. I don't know what's going on. Come here. You want to play or what? Oh, is it playing time? Is it playing time? Ready? You know what you are, eh? Hey, let's get it together. Smacking yourself in the head. And bring it here then. Okay, you can see I've put a little bit of kitty hair on the outside of those repairs and keeping it very thin and just feathering it out onto the painted areas around the actual repair. And now we're going to sand this, and again, trying not to go through the paint. The principle being that this polyester repairs of any type stick really well to paint and don't necessarily stick well to plastic. So if you've got something that's made out of plastic and there's lots of good paint on it, I mean, it's not good paint, but it's adhered very well, why not just do your repairs on top of the paint and save the agony of trying to work with polyester fillers on plastic. So this is, again, same thing I'd do for plastic bumpers and whatever. But that's coming along. So we'll just hit that with some 40 grit, just very carefully, and then when I get close I'll switch to 80, and then once we get it roughed in 80, put a little Bondo or some putty on there, and then touch that up and she's ready for primer. And there we have the kitty hair sanded down, feathered out, and ready for a little bit of putty or Bondo. I'll probably just use Bondo because I'm going to prime all this stuff. So there's not much to be gained by using putty when you're going to spray heavy primer on it anyway. And the Bondo is really, you know, it'll just take care of all these pits and whatever. But you can see that's going to work just fine. And that was virtually worthless before. There's another one there. You can see just how nicely that kitty hair works over top of sand paint. Whereas if you put it over top of just the raw plastic, it's going to peel, it's going to give trouble, you're going to have an edge that's going to look bad. At the very least, you'll have to prime it 2 or 3 times. This is, right, that's going to work just fine. So a little Bondo now, and we'll finish the Bondo out to 150. And then we'll prime everything. We'll finish our primer out to 400, and then we'll start painting. There, same thing. Okay, let's have a lookie. And here we are. Everything body worked and finished out to 150 and ready for primer. So we'll probably not prime it until everything else is ready as well, but anyhow, that's the worst of it. Ditto here. And the other one. There we go. Easy, permanent, and strong, and cost pretty close to zero. These are now available in reproductions, and if we started, you know, calculating like for a customer, it would probably have been cheaper. I would have just more or less insisted that they buy new ones. But part of the fun here is just, you know, killing some time and saving stuff that we have here already. So, nevertheless, permanent repairs at very low cost, but still, you know, certain number of hours to get them to that point. No way around it. Got these guys roughed in here with some Bondo. So we'll sand all that down and get these ready. I got to get these reflectors off, but they are rusted right in there, so I'm afraid that I'm going to lose those. And where's Menace Dog? Menace Dog was out getting a haircut, so let's go pick her up. She sure doesn't like getting dropped off for haircuts, but she's sure excited when I go get her. So maybe we'll take a little drive. Happy to report that. Feeling pretty close to back to normal now. Still a little, you know, not perfect, but definitely a lot better than I was a week ago. So, okay. Megan has always done a lovely job on mini frankers, and did groomed Stella for years as well. So we should say hi. Who's that? Have you been a good girl? You look very nice. Oh my goodness. What a nice puppy. Would you like Okay, you ready to go, Frankers? Thank you so much, Megan.
You're welcome.
She looks lovely as always.
No problem.
Hello, Frankers. How do you feel today? Yeah, did you have fun? Hey, don't mess it up, okay? Please. Done? It's overtime. Let's go. Just fucking focus. Alright.
Focus? That's what my teachers used to say to me in school. Dean, would you just focus? And
Yeah, how did that work out?
Yeah. Here we are.
Here we are. Well, Dean and I have been sick for a week, and so now we're finally get to play around again here.
Yeah.
It's been a long, slow, sick winter now. So we thought, because we're just too curious about why this seemingly low mileage clean Chevy won't turn over.
Yeah.
And so I thought just for the hell of it, just to see if it can even be made to run, we should pull the what do you call that, inspection cover off the clutch?
Yeah. On the stove bolt 6.
Yeah,
Can can both sides of the bonnet be opened?
Yeah, I believe so. Open her up.
Very gentle because it's...
And it'll go boing. The little spring will pop into place when you get it up there.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, isn't that neat?
Yeah, outward appearance is really saying there shouldn't be anything wrong with it. It's pretty clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why it's just so strange that it absolutely won't turn.
But I mean, just because it looks decent doesn't mean anything. That doesn't save it
Oh
from...
yeah, we've had lots of good-looking boat anchors.
Yeah.
Did you see? I looked at it today, and like the one time I've had, it's so bad. The whole the car's not gonna be on the road long. It's done.
You say that, you're going to keep driving it.
Yeah. Oh, here comes Scott. We got light.
No, I don't know where the fucking light is.
Oh, we don't have light. No, fuck.
I don't fucking, who knows, man? There, ooh. Got cornucopia. Thank you.
Got your choice. Oh, look at that. I can kind of, sort of... No, it's not really great either.
What?
The shot, man.
Oh, you got, yeah, get a good shot here.
I can't. It's all shit.
Let me
I'm
get
just
them started.
staring into the void right now.
Yeah. This is what we're concerned about, is I believe that's touching the flywheel right there. I could be wrong, but if that's the case, that would explain why the engine doesn't turn over.
The exhaust is crushed here too. That's just from moving it with a forklift.
That's from picking it up with a forklift. Yeah.
That's okay.
Doo-doo-doo. Whoop, bloop, bloop. Okay, out it goes.
Where'd that go?
It doesn't matter. Here, let go. I'm gonna hand it to you.
All right.
Come on. Oh, look at that. Look how nice that came out of there.
Okay, here, I'll put it down. So you can actually have a look at that dent. But
It was maybe touching, but it wasn't like poking.
Oh,
through.
look at right here, Steven. Look at this telltale.
Yeah, no, like it's been rubbing.
It's stuck.
Okay, fair enough.
It's got nothing to do with it. Look at. Right, I'm just bending the screwdriver.
Yeah, that's just something seized.
So it's seized, right? Okay. That's what I've been trying to say.
Now is it the...
Now, if we put enough of a pry bar on it, it might break loose.
Yeah.
But it ain't breaking loose with this.
I'm seeing some deflection.
Yeah, that's pretty good torque I'm getting on that now. We're just moving the crank.
Yeah.
Right? So that means presumably cylinder head off.
Yep. Step 2.
Time is it? We could have
29.
it's 9.
I think so, isn't it?
I guess we could have it off in 2 hours. You want to just do that? Just fucking go for it?
Probably,
Since we're sitting here anyway.
Probably should. I mean, it's gotta be done eventually, right?
Okay, well, this is my point, is there's no point taking half of the head off. Like, if we're taking it off, we're taking it off. So, that head has to go here. But where are we going to put all these empty beer cans then?
Yeah.
I'm going to get this out of here.
Get that out of here. Yeah, that's the yeah, exactly, man.
Alright, well, fuck it then. If we're doing it, if we can have this done tonight, then let's take it off. I mean, it's not
There's
like
a sound of disappointment there in your voice.
I know, but
What?
has to be done.
What? Okay, well,
Should there be this much metal shaving stuck to the camera?
What?
I don't fuck. What do you think?
Jesus. Murphy.
Probably good for it.
Shards or grinder dust or what?
I think it's all of the above.
Grinder dust.
Oh, there we go. A little thing there. It's nice, nice. This guy and that guy can all stay there. Yeah, and oh, this is the hand throttle.
Cool.
That's cool. So we got to undo that.
Nice
I
old
probably
hardware.
have
The rebuild
a
kit,
kit
that?
for this.
Yeah.
Or this is one of the old girls, with the all the accelerator pump is in here.
You gave me a kit once to an old Ford carb. I remember one time. It's that inline 6 I had in Meteor.
Uh-huh. And,
Yeah.
And you flipped it?
Oh yeah, right away.
Right away.
Yeah.
Same day flip.
Same day flip. After Scott gives me parts, I'm like,
Might as well flip it.
Flipskis.
yeah. It went to a good home.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, Dean's Friday night flips.
Might be like, who knows, maybe it's a...
Probably ended up in the derby.
It's in the field or derby. Smash up derby. That's the worst. Oh,
Just like every other car Dean has sold.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's where they all go.
Derby time.
Derby time.
Smash up.
That's good enough.
coldwarmotors Facebook Live. That's so funny. Just kidding. How many? Can I get a thumbs up or a like,
Yeah,
guys?
can I get some likes? To give me some likes on Facebook. Okay. Now this guy can come off, huh?
Good for you, man. This car is really important. Wow. This is amazing, man. You've got the best one here. Right here, in front of your eyes. You're working on, actually, this minute.
Best what?
That's Chevrolet.
Best baser?
Town sedan or whatever you call it, or whatever. Base.
Town base sedan.
Can I just wiggle it
Do
through?
whatever you gotta do to get that off.
I just don't. Is it double-sided or is it?
Oh, it's a cotter keys. Just
Oh,
pull
okay,
on.
that's fun. Okay, my eyes aren't what they used to be. Holy smokes!
I mean, the lighting is pretty
The
shitty
lighting
though.
is shit. It's absolutely inexcusable shit. Ouch.
Oh,
That was
oh,
pretty-
that
okay, give
fucking
me
broke
that.
off. Damn. Hold on, no, because Scott, it broke.
Okay, we'll get it away from the engine. Nines or
Someone got that carb solution ready to go? Hey.
what do we got here? A Carter W1. This is an old guy. I like these though.
Old man with a top hat.
Yeah,
Accelerator pump up top.
yeah,
Classy carb, yeah.
yeah. It's nice.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Dean, could you on the other side and take that coil away from the head?
Sure.
It's just probably, oh, you get over there and I'll hand whatever you need.
There's a big flat screwdriver with some baling wire attached to it, and then actually two big flat screwdrivers, and that's coil.
Oh, is this, no, this one's okay. I didn't want to hand you one of your undercoating scraper ones. Nice little horn wiring. So original, I don't even like taking any of this stuff
I
off.
don't either. But we'll be careful.
But this is something, that's not right. Look at this fucking bullshit. Like, what are they doing here?
That's some grandpa bullshit.
What is that?
I kind of like it. It's kind of neat, but look, your spark plugs.
Pretty sure they didn't use 14 nuts to put
She's
the
like,
fucking horn on it.
spark plugs are hand tight. Not
Yeah,
even.
well, Jim had him out. He was trying to see why it wouldn't turn over.
Okay.
He probably found a cylinder full of coolant.
Yeah, I think he did. That's fine. They mentioned it. I just thought if we saw the cave in, it was worth a look.
Yeah, it was a good working theory.
Yeah. Remember which one goes where.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it says never fucking.
Later on, like
Doesn't
whistling.
remember which side of the road to drive on.
At one time was not good.
Low mileage or not, cars get played with. It's a very old car. It's very old.
She's holy.
Old Chevrolet car.
It's been around.
It's been sitting around.
Come on. Holy, it was almost like it was the first time.
How's it look underneath?
Whoa, pretty nice.
Crusty? No, this
No,
is.
oh, sorry, no, it's not.
Oh, damn! It looks almost new. course, who knows? Could have been off 20 times. Wow.
It's on the toolbox, which is probably not the best spot for it.
That's okay. Look at that old mess, eh?
Yeah, and look, it looks
no,
nice.
No catastrophic damage, anyway.
Right? Doesn't it look nice?
Yeah. Okay, well, let's pull the rockers off. Everybody out of the pool there. Okay, how's the draining going?
Drip, drip.
Are we past the head?
Probably.
How about if we loosen this now?
Oh yeah, you're good there, I bet.
Okay, well, that's all. That's good. That means that we're out of danger there. So, rockers next. Then, oh, the exhaust. If you got nothing to do, start on the exhaust. There's two.
Yeah.
There's some gibs there. Back to working on the car that I said I wasn't going to work on.
Well,
But how can you resist?
We always say that.
All right. So that pipe is just loose now.
yeah. So the flange is loose. Yeah, now it's really loose.
All right. Super extra loose.
There we go, guys. Right there. You see?
Yeah, nice.
Okay, so that's just hanging.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stop.
And I'll get these. This little rig here, that's cute. Eh?
Yeah, that's so the people can see. No, it's just a little. Oh.
Oh, well, those pieces are falling off now, so I better
Okay.
be careful.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool.
I'm just gonna grab this one too then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I think we gotta take the engine side cover off too,
Yeah, I was gonna
right?
say.
Because
Yeah.
that means all the plugs have to come out, and then side cover, and then we'll pull all the push rods and we'll label them front to back,
Yeah.
because then we won't have to adjust the valves when we're done, because there's no wear on the tops of these valves. Look at that.
Good,
That
and
fires right up.
Beautiful, yeah.
Once we fix whatever's
Yeah, they
catastrophically wrong with it.
Yeah, there we go. Chains out of the way, belts off, and so far you've got your necks off. Your
Oh yeah, look at that.
yeah, just fucking ninja style. Okay, man, I promise I'll be good to it. I'll be gentle.
Mm-hmm. Well, here goes nothing then. I can't move it at all. What are we missing here? Oh, there we go. Just needed more beam power, okay? Let
Yeah.
your end down a bit.
Okay. Okay. Oh, watch. Okay, we're good. All right, I'm
There,
holding
right
him.
past here.
Yeah, my throttle's a little bit. I don't want to put too much pressure on this thing because it's.
Okay. Do we need to take that off?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm honestly just scared of the paint of the car. I just don't want to
Well,
hurt.
I'm not terrified, but I mean the head's the same size. It's got to come out the same size of the hole, so it's yeah, that's fine.
Oh, watch your edge there. Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay. Okay, I'm holding, supporting it.
Okay, get it towards you. Yeah.
Oh, this shit. Okay, hold on. Okay, cool.
Okay.
I'm just gonna support it. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
I can't hold
Okay, okay. What?
it. Whoa. Don't. I can't hold it.
Hold up. Please hold it. Okay, I got it. Ah. Woo! We're okay. We're fine. I support. We didn't hurt the car.
No, we're fine.
We didn't hurt the car, so we're okay. What's that?
Oh boy.
Some
I
nastiness?
don't know. She might be a boat anchor, buddy.
No, don't say that.
She's looking pretty boat anchory in here.
She's looking, boy. Well,
Pretty boaty.
it's okay. Now you're on there.
All right, man. Right on. Thanks.
Fucking good workout there, yeah. I think
we
we're.
grabbed the camera. This is the grossest thing we've had since the Straight 8 Showdown.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
no.
now you're seeing some good.
Look at that. That's not good.
What's that? Looks like
But this didn't just blow.
Looks like the creature from the
Like
lagoon
this,
over there.
it looks like the Titanic in here. Like, dude, it's bad.
Yeah. Holy, eh? I'm marrying up the chef. Oh, this is great. Yeah, but I see what you're saying. Damn, she's sludgy and gooey and... Well, it's a rust inhibitor, isn't it? I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, it should be fine. Well, you sure weren't going to turn that over with a screwdriver.
Well, we thought we were going to, guys,
Yeah,
earlier.
that was a bit on the
That was
optimistic
earlier.
side.
I feel like we got something done tonight, guys. Right on.
Well,
Hey,
we
Frankers?
didn't get a ton of good news today.
I would-
I guess there is a piston at the bottom of that mess. So I guess that's something.
Okay.
That's the cylinder walls, you know. They're supposed to be like a mirror. Not like a fucking boat anchor.
Supposed to be it's supposed to be a mirror, not Titanic expedition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, this is definitely the stern section. Look at that! Oh my god!
This is the nice gasket. Do you want a scraper? No. It's junk.
That's the way she goes in the old car business.
Yeah, you can't be mad at me like, what the hell's this?
If this is a new car, I'd be mad.
Yeah.
But you know, the warranty expired 84 years ago.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's not great. I chipped the biggest chunks out of it. But
Chipping the biggest chunks.
it's, you know.
Yeah. We're filming.
I wonder if we can get the pan off, it would be.
Yeah.
Damn it. The thing is, these are poured Babbitt bearings, too. So.
Oh, yeah. That's
Right? So we can't just spin some bearings into it if they're fucked.
Oh, no.
This one's okay. You can see it move. That one's stuck. That one's okay. This one's probably okay. And that one I can see move as well. So
Good.
it's really maybe two.
Yeah.
This one doesn't look great either, but really the one is pretty obviously
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
pretty crunchy.
Crunchy town. Cruncheroonie over there. Yeah, it is. Oh.
Well, it's got 1980s plates on it.
Okay. Okay.
So at some point, I mean, it could have blown up in 1981 in a parade or something.
Yeah.
Parades wreck cars more than anything.
Because guys just get them running and.
Oh, they just get too hot. Trying to drive this old shit on a hot day at 4 miles an hour for 6 hours, it's gonna
Yeah,
blow up.
it's bad.
If this had been fixed on the day that it happened, it would be a
Oh, it'll be fine. Yeah.
couple-hour job.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it wasn't.
Well, there you have it.
Instead, it was filled up with antifreeze and left to sit for 40 years.
Well, there you have it. You people.
And
Yeah.
now it's this.
Damn.
Well, again, we got to remember that we can't fuck around too much when there's a perfectly good running example of this engine 10 feet away from me.
Okay.
Like if this is going to take way too... But, I don't know, we've gotten worse. I mean,
Yeah, I'd say.
we got the Buick running, it was way worse than
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Buick's a runner. That's awesome. Right on. Okay. Well, there you have it.
All
guys.
right.
Yeah.
Join us next week when we don't do anything at all.
No, we will.
Because
We'll
we're
just.
busy with other stuff.
Yeah, but no, we're good though. We're better now. We're fine. We can do
This
this.
will be something we can fuck with on the weekend.
Yeah, that's awesome.
This will be a fun little weekend fucker.
Yeah, I like it too. Yeah, yeah. Just give her around there. Yeah.
Yeah. Give her some give.
Yeah. Hey, it's Andy Gibbs over there.
Some Andy Gibb.
Try to get your Chevy to stay alive. I bet there.
Yeah. Trying to get it to stay alive. Man, well,
Nice. Good, Scott. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a fun situation.
Sure is.
If you like playing with rusty old car junk,
Yeah. It's great stuff.
these ones are all fine. So,
Right on.
yeah, well,
Good.
it's better than it was when we started, buddy. Because at least we
Yeah.
got the antifreeze
We got her done today. Yeah, we had fun.
Yeah, great job. Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, you're
Thanks for
welcome.
all the help. That
Yeah,
was awesome.
no problem. That was fun.
I didn't think we would make it.
No, we
And
did.
We did it. So
Yeah, we did good.
That is fun. And if the whole front of the car's got to come off to get the engine out, then that's another project altogether.
Well, yeah, okay.
You know,
I know.
it might have to.
He's a regular contributor.
Same old shit.